Okay, great. This is Brianna's oboe lesson thing with Sam Olson. And he is a rock and bass player, but is now a beginning oboe student. What are you doing to yourself? All right.
Oh, man.
So, you want to play oboe? Yeah?
It's just...
Have you ever played any other woodwind instruments before?
I played clarinet in 4th grade.
Wow, that's
for
really long time ago.
A few weeks I played it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that, or was it really hard?
I can't remember. I just kind of stopped for some reason.
Okay.
I thought I liked it. I was just kind of teaching myself out of the book.
Okay. So was this
cool.
a family's instrument or something? You just kind of picked it up?
It was a neighbor's instrument.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. Well, now you have this great student-level horn that you can start playing on.
Really?
This is great.
That's cool.
Hashtag blessed.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's
we're
how I
gonna
feel.
start. We're gonna start with not the actual oboe itself, but we're gonna start with the reed. So, what do you know about the oboe and the reed?
It's a double reed.
Yes, that's the important part.
Sweet.
The second most important part is making sure that it's the right moisture level.
Oh.
So you'll probably see, like especially in an orchestra, that oboes always have a cup of water either attached to their stand or on it or next to them. That's because because it's a double reed, it's really hard to get the inside of both reeds wet without actually submerging it into water. But the opposite of that is that you don't want it to get completely soaked, because then it's dead. You can't use it. And the longevity of a reed is actually only about 8 hours. But, yeah. So I've probably overplayed this reed. So if it sounds bad, it may not be you. So, but it should be okay for now. So I've been having it dunked, and what you'd like to do is you put it in there for a little bit, maybe a little longer if you haven't been playing it for a long time, and then you have it sit here, okay? So while there it goes, okay. It's taking a little swim. All right, we're gonna let this dry for a long time now, and we're gonna talk about embouchure, okay? Sound good?
Yeah.
So for an oboe, and I made sure to review Dr. Garvey's video before I started this, you want to have a kind of a whistle form of your mouth. Okay, so do you know how to whistle? Awesome. Okay, look at that flat chin. That's great. That's what you want. You want to make sure that your chin is nice and tall, okay, and flat. And you want to make sure that your corners are tucked in like that, okay? So try that again. Perfect. Okay, great. Do you know how to whistle backwards, like an inverted whistle?
Like
there
that?
you go. Yeah, that is exactly an oboe embouchure.
Oh, dang.
Yep. So the only difference between the inverted and the regular whistle is that your lips like tucked in a little bit. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So then for the oboe and the reed, or for the embouchure and the reed, I should say, you want to, for as far as placement, put it right beyond the fleshy part of your lip. And just the tip. This is the tip of the reed right here. And you don't want to go past like the kind of the thicker part of the reed there, okay? So do you want to try that?
Yeah.
Just as far as placement. Let me see. So make the whistle, make the inverted whistle. Okay? Now place it right about there, okay? And then angle it a little farther down, just like that. Okay? And you can probably put it a little farther in, just as if you were to play it. Okay, now wrap your corners around the reed there. Okay? Great. That looks really good, actually. Awesome. Okay. So in order to get our first sound out of the reed, you can take it out now. To get the first sound, we're actually going to be playing a C, just with the reed itself. Okay? The first C, we're actually going to play a couple of them. The first C is actually going to be closer to the thread of the reed. So we're going to put it all the way in our mouth, like just close to the thread, and it'll make a kind of a high-pitched C sound. And that's a really great test to see if your reed was made correctly. And this was actually made by a student here.
Whoa.
So it's actually like a really great reed. Yeah, thanks for that. And then after that, we'll be playing a C normally with our normal embouchure, okay? So do you want me to demonstrate first, or do you want to try it?
I'll try.
Okay, go ahead. So then, yep, get that embouchure going, and then place it all the way in, closer, like, yeah, with the edge on your thread, and now just try it out. See what you can do. There you go. There you go! Yay! Awesome!
Cool.
That's supposed to be a C.
Dude.
Isn't that cool?
Dude.
Yeah, try it again. There we go. Great, great. Now try playing the C below it with a normal embouchure with the tip just past the fleshy part of your lip. Okay? And you can hold on to the reed while you're playing. It's a lot of back pressure.
Yeah.
Double reeds.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, do you want me to demonstrate? I can
Okay.
do so, okay? So, it's actually not too hard once you get the pitch in your head, too. So, hopefully this will work for me. Okay, so I have that pitch, right? And then I'm going to play this one. And that's really hard to tune because it's like so sensitive right there, okay? Okay, so there you may need to adjust how much reed is in your mouth, but not by too much. The biggest thing that will help you with the pitch is your corners, okay? You want to try it?
Oh.
I'll clean that off for you. I'm not sick, I promise. I promise. Okay.
I don't think I am either. Okay.
It's way too, like, damp right now. I'm so sorry. Like, a whole water droplet just came out of it.
Oh.
Great! Okay, I know what I'm
Cool.
doing.
All right.
Here we go.
Sweet. Holy crap.
It's fun, right?
Yeah. I think that was it.
Yeah, you almost got it. That was really good. What may help too is if you have it kind of angled a little farther down. You don't need it going straight on.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. You're doing really great, Sam. For a bass
Cool.
player, this is amazing. I'm proud of you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This brings me
So
back.
while you're catching your breath, okay, we're gonna talk about reeds. I made a little diagram here. So when you first open your reed or just first start playing it and it's completely dry, it's probably gonna look something like this, where the corners aren't touching at all. I made a diagram.
Oh.
I don't know if this can be seen.
Yeah.
So they won't be touching at all. And if it's too damp or too wet, it'll be completely open, as if like an entire, like almost a complete circle. That's really bad, because then it damages the reed, breaks down kind of the fibers of the cane, and it won't produce a beautiful tone like we want.
Yeah.
So the ideal is kind of like a diamond shape, that one. And that's kind of what we got going on right now. And
Okay.
what's ideal is if, when it's damp enough, that you'll have kind of these little corners right there. You see that? Where it's kind of, you see when you push it a little bit, it looks like an eye that's closing. That's what you want, okay?
Okay.
That's like perfecto oboe right there, okay?
Rhymes.
So now we're going to put the instrument together, and we're going to play the third C,
Oh, sweet.
which is actually on the oboe, okay? So we have 3 parts, the oboe. Very simple. I mean, in comparison to clarinet. Yeah, that stuff was really complicated for me when I was little, because I was like, this is way too much. This takes way too long to put together. But we only have the lower joint, the upper joint, and the bell, okay?
Oh, sweet.
So, where do you think, Sam, that the bell connects to?
The lower joint.
The lower joint. Okay, let's put that together. So when we're putting it together, we don't want to put it straight on, you know, just pushing it all the way on. We want to twist it.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
Like a corkscrew, kind of. All right? Yep, holding down those keys nice and firm. Don't want to push anything down, though. Okay? And then line up the Selmer with that bar. Yep, so the holes are going to be actually on the side. Might be a little hard, might not be greased up. But we'll be okay. We'll make it through.
Doesn't matter which of these holes.
Nope, they're the exact same, and so as long as they're on the side, like that.
Oh.
They're actually for different forms of tuning, and there's actually a way to tune in one of the notes by going like this. It's actually strange, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that, but that's what we were told. So then, where do you think the upper joint goes, Sam?
Here.
Yay!
Yeah.
Let's do that. So before you do that, let's freeze. There are two very important keys right here and right here, and they connect to the lower joint. Okay,
Oh,
so you
right
want to be
there.
careful when you're screwing this on, just like that one, that we're not bending those keys. Okay.
Okay.
So make sure those line up. You can use a little more force. Yep. Is that your knuckles cracking?
No. I think that's on the instrument.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
that's great.
That's good.
All right, perfect. Okay, so then, now that this is all great, we got to get the reed on there, right? So,
guess so.
I always thought, like when I was growing up and going into band, that they tuned from the reed, like as far as the placement of the reed, and I always saw people adjusting the reed, like the length of the reed in comparison to the instrument. But that's actually, I feel, more of a myth because you can tune completely just from your voicing and from your embouchure.
Okay.
So this actually just goes straight in as far as you can. Okay? So push it, yeah, right down in there. Perfect. Okay? So then make sure it's kind of lined up with everything. And then, now that it's like nice and damp, we're going to play our first note on the oboe. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
First, let's talk about finger placement. So we have your thumb, which will for now just be resting on the back of the oboe, okay? And then your left pointer finger will be on this key here, okay?
Okay.
Second finger right there, and third finger, where do you think that goes?
There.
Perfect, okay? Try and lay your right hand down where you think it goes. What kind of pads do you think you'll be using? Almost, very close. Move your pointer finger up one.
Oh.
Another one.
Oh.
There we go. And now move everything else accordingly. Perfect!
Okay.
That is your oboe finger placement.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
Wonderful. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, that's what he's got going on right now. We're at the 2-minute mark, okay? So we're going to play our C, which is actually just your first finger on your left hand, so then raise your other ones, and then your first finger on your right hand, okay? Perfect. Now see if you can place the reed in your embouchure that you had with that great inverted whistle.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this where my thumb goes?
Yes.
My right thumb?
That is your thumb holder right there.
Okay.
That keeps the instrument in your hands while you're playing.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Okay. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Make sure the holes are covered that you're that you have on the pads. Perfect. Okay. Go for it. Yay! That's your third C.
Dude.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, I like it.
Great. So why don't you, I'll hold on the oboe, take the reed out, okay? We're going to do our 3 C's exercise. So do the one closest to the thread, okay? Go ahead, I got this.
Close
It's plastic,
to
it
the
won't,
thread,
it won't die.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Okay, let's get the second one. There we go. Okay, very close. Don't die on me, okay, Sam?
I need to play the C though.
You gotta play the C.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Yay! Awesome.
Jeez.
Okay.
I did it.
Yes. Now we're gonna have you play 2 more notes because it's required for me to teach you 3 in total. Okay.
Nice. Okay.
So in order to play B flat, just add your second, your second finger on your left hand. Okay. So try playing a B flat. There we go. B flat. Okay. Now remove your right hand completely. That is going to be your A. Okay. So we're going down. Ooh. Try not to play with so much pressure. Okay. Relax your. Make sure. There we go. Okay. Can you tell that that takes a lot less pressure than what you were using before?
I guess so.
Okay. Make sure you're pushing your corners in towards the reed. Okay. And it could be just the reed acting up too. Okay. Making sure that your fingers are covering those holes. Yeah. Okay. Try that again.
There.
Perfect. There we go. So what did you do differently there?
I put my mouth in the reed a little bit, kind of.
You put it in more or less?
Probably more.
More. Okay, okay. Was that easier for you that way?
Yeah, it was.
Try it again.
More.
Okay.
Yeah, it was,
great.
It was more, and then I
Okay.
Closed my corners in.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's great, and that's something that a lot of beginners have issues with is making sure that their corners are staying firm because, like, having such a firm embouchure right away is like you don't use these muscles for anything in everyday life except maybe blowing out candles or like just saying ooh or something, you know. We usually use these muscles right here for talking, but these are rarely used, so building up that is really difficult for a beginner, but if you keep practicing, you'll be really good at oboe.
Dang.
Yeah. Having fun?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, I think we've covered a lot in 17 minutes, so I just wanted to thank you once again for doing this.
Yeah,
I really
thank
appreciate
you.
it. And I hope I get an A. Yay! Bye!